better ride, cowboy, ride. The way you've been living, you can't turn back, so ride, cowboy, ride.
Well, boys, what do you think?
Great, TJ. Positively and absolutely great.
Not bad for an answer print, eh, Charlie?
What do you mean, not bad? It's colossal.
No, Charlie, I know I pay you to agree with me. But just for once, can't I have an unbiased, honest opinion?
I'm not kidding, TJ. This is the best musical western you ever made. Great box office.
You hear that, Chauvet? You said this wasn't your kind of story. Nonsense. This is a picture you can be proud of.
Proud? Why?
Because it's a great job of direction, that's why. Those European touches are terrific.
You said it, TJ. It carries emotional impact and it's great showmanship.
Naturally, when prepared by a chef, even dog food is delicious.
Now, Rudy, we've got some business to discuss.
Business? But the picture is finished. Oh, no. I am going to New York. You promised. Besides, I'm late.
You'll have your vacation, all right. Not in New York.
Nowhere.
Did you ever hear of the Kentucky Jubilee?
Not until this moment of misfortune.
It's a shindig they hold every year down south. Folk artists come from miles around. A regular showcase for the kind of talent we need for the sequel.
Sequel? And what is sequel?
Well, the follow-up. Same kind of picture you just finished.
Oh, no, I'm a sensitive artist. To hear one more cowboy yodeling through his nose would drive me mad.
Now, relax, Rudy. This time you're using hillbillies, not cowboy.
Oh, that's even worse. Please, you said my next picture will be about people.
You'd better do it, Chauvet. Your option time's coming up any day now.
And what is option time?
Goose pimples on paper.
It'll be the greatest picture you ever made.
For you, yes. For me, hillbillies. Men who chew tobacco, wear dirty overalls, and wear long, tangled beards down to here.
I was riding along on the Oregon Trail, me and my dog with a big bushy tail, singing while listening to the coyote wail, me and my dog with a big bushy tail. I was riding along, happy and gay, going home and was well on the way, when I passed an old man, his head was bent low, he hadn't a home or no place to go. I pulled my old Bronco up along by his side and said, climb up here, mister, I'll give you a ride. The old man climbed on and away we did sail, me and my dog with a big bushy tail. Now this is the story I'm going to tell. Being home with your family is sure mighty swell. Far away.
He's pretty good, Horace.
From the coyote wail.
I'll have to ask you to close that window. We can't be here all
Me
day.
and my dog with a big bushy tail.
In conclusion, gentlemen, I want to thank you all for giving up your valuable time to serve on this committee. You have helped to make this the best year ever, and Hickory the biggest little town in the South. And now, in conclusion...
How many times are you going to end this speech, Horace?
In final conclusion, I move we tender a letter of thanks to our publicity director, Barney Malone. Now, any comments? You don't seem to approve, Ben.
I don't. Up until this year, we've always run it ourselves, using our own methods, playing our old-fashioned kind of games, having our own kind of fun.
Times are changing, Ben.
Sure. Changing for the worse. It's a wonder to me that Colonel Weatherby don't turn over in his grave. Smells more like a carnival than it does a festival.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. And Mr. White.
Well, Mr. Malone, I was just telling the boys here that we owe you a rising vote of thanks for the good job you're doing here.
Well, I'm deeply grateful.
Oh, don't pay no attention to Ben. He's just an old-fashioned fuddy-duddy.
Oh, speaking of old-fashioned, how about all of you boys joining me in a drink downstairs? I'd like to tell you about the new Broadway MC that's coming down to do the show. A fellow named Jerry Harris. You boys go right ahead. The mayor and I will be down in just a minute. That old geezer's been talking about me again, has he?
I don't like it, Mr. Malone. I don't like it at all. That Ben's beginning to smell a rat.
So what? He can't prove anything.
Well, if he finds out that all that money didn't go to the new school, why, well, he'd run me out of office.
Yes, and if I find you turning yellow, I'll run you out. With these.
Oh, my gosh. You don't carry those around in your pocket.
Just to remind you, Mayor, every time you step out of line.
Well, you promised to burn those if I got you this job.
After the Jubilee is over, Mayor, then I'll burn them. Come on, Horace, buck up. After all, this town's going to make more money for charity than it's ever done, even after taxes. And of course, our own deductions.
Gosh, I hope you're right.
I know I'm right. I just got a wire from show business. They're sending a man down to cover the Jubilee exclusively.
Show business? What's show business?
What's show business? Why, it's just the most important paper in the theatrical world.
You mean you never heard of the Kentucky Jubilee?
Vaguely, like you hear about life on Mars. Where's the scene of this disaster?
In old Hickory, deep in the heart of Dixie.
Old Hickory. How about me reviewing some minstrel shows en route?
Not a bad idea.
All right, all right. When do I start?
As of now, the Jubilee opens in a couple of days. Look, this is more than a two-bit Chautauqua. Folk talent moves into Hickory from all over. 1 million square dance fans from all over the country want to know what's going on. Why, Hollywood's even sending out Jubilee. You're always talking about wanting the Hollywood beat. Well, here's your chance. You get me a real story on Jubilee, and I'll... Oh, Mr. Harris, shut the door.
Forgot to come in.
Well, Mr. Harris, what can I do for you?
I want to thank you for the results.
Results? What results?
Well, the ad I took in your paper, show business, it paid off. I got a job.
A job? You mean to tell me that you got a job from taking an ad in this rag? Well, let me be the first to congratulate you.
By the way, this is Jeff Benson. If I didn't have 5 better men, he'd be my ace reporter.
And if I didn't think I had a chance at that Hollywood beat, I wouldn't be getting stuck with Kentucky Jubilee.
Did I hear Kentucky Jubilee?
You did? Does it mean anything to you?
Why, gentlemen, you are now engaged in conversation with the eminent actor who is about to put Hickory on the map. I am signed to MC. Got the contract right here.
Oh, by the way, why don't you two fellows ride down to Hickory together?
Oh, now look, Steve, have a heart.
Why not? He'll probably attract more attention than 10 brass bands. Well, how about it? Do you want to hitch a ride to Hickory?
Well, I have a plane reservation on flight 240.
Well, that's fine, that's fine. I'll see you down there.
Yeah, on second thought, I wouldn't want to deprive you of my company. You're very persuasive, you know.
Now, look, Steve, you got me into this thing. Now get me out of it.
Hold your nose and jump. Once you're in, it's not so bad.
And when I'm going down for the 3rd time, I'll be thinking of you.
Oh, by the way, Jeff, just one more thing. When you're down in Hickory, look up an old friend of mine. He owns the one and only newspaper in town. Used to be on the city desk in the Memphis News when I was a cub. Ben White's the name.
Ben White, eh? We'll remember. And while we're at it, we'll remember the Alamo. Flags waving, bugles blowing. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. To horse, gallant blades, fling yourselves in the arms of Dixie. Oh, we'll soon be deep in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. We'll soon be deep in Dixie. Hooray.
I don't believe I ever heard of you before. Where you been working?
This is my first job. Just graduated from correspondence school. Now, but don't worry about me. I got a book, jokes for all occasions.
Hey, watch it, will you? This is my car.
So this is Main Street, huh?
Yep, this is it.
Looks like a cemetery potted in the middle.
Now, there's a big shot's car if I ever saw one.
Looking for somebody, young fella?
Just checking on the owner of this car. Thought it might belong to somebody I know. So happens it does.
Yeah? Maybe. Peace officer can't be too careful these days. Just got word from the constable over in the next county. 2 car thieves from Chicago supposed to be heading this way. Don't reckon you would be one of them, no? But I'm not so sure about him. Who is he?
He's a friend of mine.
Ain't I seen him someplace before?
No, this is my first job.
First job, eh? First job?
Yep.
Better start talking fast, feller. We got an empty cell over there.
Oh, you got me wrong, Constable. This is my first job as MC.
MC? What's that, master criminal?
Oh, no, you know, show business, stage, Shakespeare, funny jokes like, why does a chicken wear 5-inch suspenders to hold up the road with his britches?
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Are you with the show at the theater?
Don't tell me you have a theater in this town.
Why, of course we got a theater. We go to Vaudeville every Saturday night. There's a poster over there advertising the show.
That's the number I'm going to play at the Jubilee.
Please, may I have a cup of coffee?
Oh, but you haven't heard my bottle moniker yet.
Heard what?
My bottle moniker right here. There, how'd you like that? Oh, vinegar.
Mr. Jubilee?
Such is the price of fame.
Well, fancy meeting you here. I didn't expect to see you until I got to Hickory. My name's Jeff Benson of Show Business Magazine.
Mr. Benson, I have had a most trying journey. I am very tired.
How about an interview?
Not when I'm dining. I get heartburns. You see?
Well, when can we talk?
At the Hickory Hotel tomorrow.
Well, now, that's quite a coincidence. I'm stopping there myself. I'll look you up.
Jeff, guess who's singing at the theater?
Not Margaret.
No, Sally Shannon. We stay at the same boarding house. Come on, let's go catch her act.
Look, do we have to? I'm just talking to Mr. Jubilee, the Hollywood director.
Jubilee? Just the man I'm looking for. I have a great idea for a picture.
Please, not while I'm eating.
But Hollywood has never seen anything like this. It's about the Civil War. Wait till I tell you the title. Grant surrenders to Lee.
Kiss me quick, my honey, and go away, and go away.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the McQuaig sisters. And now it is my pleasure to introduce...
The heat must have
a
cooled off
terrific
by now.
performer,
What say
a
we
great
blow?
acrobat,
Yeah,
Mr.
Barney will be
Frank
wondering what's
Benson.
cooking.
Yeah.
Little music, boys.
Oh, gee, that was wonderful. You know, whenever I see acrobats, it makes me think. I used to be an acrobat myself. I used to do a lot of terrific tricks. I'm going to do one of them for you right now.
Very good. Alumnus, class of 51.
It's now my pleasure to introduce a lovable little gal with a heavenly voice, Miss Sally Shannon.
Have a little romance if your life is dreary and dull. If you've had a new love, try love, try love. Have yourself a gay fling, find the dream that's kept you awake. If all you need is a break, try love. You'll find it's grand, oh, it's just dandy to adore somebody who's swell. And when that one comes along, you'll know so well. So if you're getting a bit, or your life needs a little more fit, my advice to you is...
Going our way, bud? Afraid you got me at a disadvantage.
You are not kidding, brother. Start driving.
Oh. Would you like to meet her? I sure would. Follow me.
You find it's grand, oh, it's just dandy to adore somebody who's swell. And when the right one comes along, you know so well. So if you're getting a fizz, or your life needs a little more fizz, my advice to you is try love.
How about it, Jeff? Hey, wake up.
Why should I? Huh? What were you saying?
I was saying that Sally is too good for these whistle stops. She needs a break.
The best would be none too good.
I wish the booking agents thought so. This is the end of the line for me.
No fooling. You mean you haven't any future dates?
Nothing in sight.
Say, Jerry, why don't we take her to the Jubilee with us?
A jolly idea and bully for you.
You mean that hillbilly Jubilee?
Sure, why not? Slant your style, sort of sophisticated hillbilly. If we can't get you a couple of spots, nobody can.
Jeff's right, Sally. I can see it already. We'll build you as the Oreo of the Ozarks.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Oh, but what about the other kids from the show?
We'll find a spot for them, too.
And bully for you.
See you outside in the car.
Oh, hello, Tui.
Hi.
Say, that $250 entrance fee for the Jubilee Queen contest isn't sitting so pretty with the local yokels. They say you're giving the big tobacco growers all the breaks.
Ah, let them squawk. They're getting off pretty cheap at that.
Yeah. It's kind of nice, stealing from those that can afford it.
Not stealing, Tui. Let's say donations or assessments or contributions. They have a nicer sound. I like to feel I'm working with intelligent people.
How are you, boys?
Well, I've been expecting you for 2 days. Where have you been?
Well, me and Muggsy was detained. We made a mistake leaving Shy. The car we took turned out to belong to the son of a police commissioner.
What?
Well, don't get excited, Barney. Everything's okay. We shook the cops, ditched the car in Indiana, and come by way of the scenic route.
Where did you get that crazy outfit?
What, you mean this? Loaned it off a friend of mine. Pretty sharp, huh?
Yeah. Where's Muggsy?
Over to the hotel with our friend.
Something tells me everything isn't as good as it should be. Yeah, it never is with he and that pal of his. I should never have sent for him in the first place. Are you sure you ditched the cops?
Sure, I'm sure. That is, as far as the cops. As for the near future, I am not so sure.
Uh-oh. All right, Fatso, let's have it.
Well, this fella that gave us a ride last night, it seems as though he don't like us as much as we like him.
So?
So Muggsy's over to the hotel, sitting on him. And maybe you better come around and see if you can't talk some reason into him.
I just hope he's not some big shot, like the son of a commissioner.
Oh, no, this guy's nobody. Just some foreigner named Jubilee.
Jubilee? Oh, no! Well, don't just stand there, you lunkhead. Come on, show me where he is. I'm sure these gentlemen meant no harm, Mr. Jubilee.
Meant no harm. They take over my car, my beret, threaten me with guns. Oh, no, this is a matter for the police.
Be reasonable, Mr. Jubilee. The boys were only kidding, weren't you, boys?
Sure, we was only kidding. Kidding?
Sure, you can even have your cap back if you want.
Cap? Ha! It will take more than my beret to keep me from talking to the police.
I'm sorry you feel that way. I have an appointment.
Appointment? Yes, an appointment.
See that the gentleman is made very comfortable, will you, boys?
Comfortably, he says. Ha!
This must be them coming right now.
Welcome to Hickory. I'm Mayor Hillbilly. I'm sorry. I didn't know the young lady was to arrive. But I guess old Seth can find the room for her, all right?
Fine.
Mr. Malone, this is Mr.
Jeff Benson of show business.
All right.
This is Miss Sally Shannon, and this is your MC, Jerry Harris.
How do you do? Sally, we better get you a room. Shall we go?
Yes, glad to have met you.
See you later.
Met you before someplace, haven't I?
Not to my knowledge, Mr. Benson.
I'll think of it. Oh, by the way, Mayor, has a Mr. Jubilee arrived here from Hollywood?
Jubilee? Why, he just checked into the hotel this morning. Do you know him?
I've met him. Well, I think I'll be getting on inside. See you later.
All right, George, I'll see you a little later. I got a couple of customers waiting. Howdy, folks.
Hello.
You want to register, man?
Yes, please.
Are you an actor?
Of course. Do I look like any ordinary person? Don't answer that. I'll have you know I'm from the legitimate stage. Yes, sir. 10 years on the legitimate stage. Never fell off the runway.
Everything okay?
Just fine.
Yeah, Sally's all set, but I'm a little confused about us.
What's the matter?
Well, the 50-cent rooms have no beds, and the 75-cent beds have no rooms. What should I do?
Take the other room. Look, while you're getting Sally squared away, I'm going to run upstairs and see about that interview. What's Rudolph Gervais' room number?
105. The servants left word he ain't to be disturbed.
Servants?
Yep. Valets is what they call them.
As soon as I get through with Gervais, I'm going to run over and see Ben White. I'll meet you at the auditorium. See you later.
Right.
Well, don't you have any bellhops in this hostelry?
Just went out to lunch.
Well, I'd pick up a little lunch money myself. Rent. This way, miss.
Thank you.
Yeah?
This is Mr. Gervais' room, isn't it?
Maybe. What's up, Bud?
Well, I have an appointment with him.
Sorry, we have canceled out all appointments.
Oh, but I'm a friend of his. The least you can do is ask him. The name's Benson.
Hey, Rudy, you want to see this here Benson fella? He says he never heard of you. Now, blow, Bud. Go grab yourself a fast autograph someplace else.
Sorry to keep you waiting. When I get an editorial to do, I like to get it off my chest before taking on any new business. So you're working for little Steve, huh?
Little?
Well, I guess he has grown since I've seen him.
Oh, in more ways than one.
And now what's on your mind? Mr. Benson?
Same as yours. News, personalities, local color.
Well, we've got a big crop of those first two commodities, but I think we're going to be a little short this year on local color.
How do you mean?
Time was when the Jubilee used to be a homey affair for the home folks, sort of a family get-together, with all the proceeds going to charity.
Professional talent taking over?
Oh, no. Entertainment is always welcome no matter where it comes from. But I just have a feeling that everything isn't going just right. By the way, do you happen to be a friend of Barney Malone's?
I just met him this afternoon.
Did you ever know him before?
I can't say that I have, but he sure looks sort of familiar to me.
Exactly what's been going through my mind. Oh, it's about time they're selecting the queen. I think we better hop over there and see what's percolating.
The big day has finally arrived, and I take great pleasure in officially opening the Kentucky Jubilee with the annual competition to select our queen, a fitting tribute to the lovely women of the South. Unlike other years, this year's queen will receive an added award of $1,000 in cash. But our young ladies are going to have to work for this honor and show us what they have in the way of talent as well as physical charm. So I'll give you your master of ceremonies, and we'll get on with the show, Mr. Jerry Harris.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your warm reception. You make me feel so much at home, I feel just like one of you. I don't know which one of you I feel like, but whoever it is, he should go home and lie down. But before we continue with the show, I would like to know from someone in the audience whether you have a birthday or a wedding or an anniversary or...
I have, mister. My wife's going to be 53 come Wednesday.
Well, I can't come next Wednesday, but give her my best wishes anyway.
The girls.
Oh, yes, the girls, by all means. Miss Pikeville. Is that your name, Pikeville?
Well, my name is Betty Jane.
Betty Jane. That's a pretty name. Where are you from?
Well, I was born in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Well, naturally. Where else could you find such a mild, such a mellow, such a tender leaf? Oh, you have beautiful brown eyes.
You have beautiful brown eyes, too. Now put them back in their sockets.
Oh, do you believe in love at first sight?
Aren't you a little ahead of yourself?
That's what I keep telling my father. He's got to have a long talk with me.
Just look at those rough faces. Now, we've got some mighty tough characters around here, but nothing like that.
Ah, but enough of this high-class falderall for me. Let's have in the fair young ladies. One at a time, of course. Beginning with very charming, very lovely, very talented Chris Randall.
Lost something, boys? No. Just trying to figure out a way to beat the wheel.
Better clear out, Mac, or I'll show you how to beat Watt, and it won't be with wheels. That goes for you, too, Grandpa.
No need to get so tough about it, Muscles.
Well, now, we better be moving along, son.
Come on, move on.
Who do you think you're pushing?
Why, you... Looks like we have a winner. I suggest that we continue our exploratory peregrination until this light case of mayhem be discovered.
A very sound suggestion. And by the way, thanks.
Well, pardon me.
All right, come on, get up. Thought I told you no rough stuff.
Yeah, but these guys were looking around. They were fooling around the wheel. You think they're wise to the fix?
Pass the word to the boys. You know what I mean.
Yeah, free facials for folks with nosy noses.
Well, how do you like our little town, Mr. Benson? Think it'll read the front page?
Looks pretty good up till now. I'll know better after tonight's show.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
You think he's on to us?
I only hope I'm not going to be sorry I looked you up.
That was wonderful, Donna. You play that instrument beautifully. And I might add, you're a pretty girl.
You're a very handsome man.
Oh, you're just saying that.
Yes.
Maria, what town are you from?
I'm from Louisville.
Louisville?
Louisville's supposed to have the most beautiful girls in the world.
Well, I've been to Louisville.
Well, don't you think they're beautiful?
It's hard to tell when they're all running the other way. Boys, music.
When you hear a merry tune, it means that Sam will be here soon. He's just a grown-up Peter Pan, singing Sam, the old young man. He makes the kiddies laugh and sing. They say he's got more style than Bing. He wears his rags like Dapper Dan, singing Sam, the old young man. Oh, he gets such fun from living, though he hasn't got a dime. 'Cause the happiness he's given keeps him singing all the time. You'll never guess he's 61. He acts like life has just begun. You want to join his caravan, singing Sam, the old young man.
What's wrong? We gotta get Jovet out of that hotel room before it's too late.
Cops getting wise?
Oh, it's that snooping reporter. He's the kind of a guy that likes to kick down doors.
Got any ideas where we can take little Rudy?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got an idea. It's a beaut.
How'd the show go?
Wonderful. I sure know how to pick 'em, don't I?
Pardon me. We'll be in the dining room.
Wait till he gets the check. So, do you mind if I go up and change my uniform?
Go ahead.
My bag, please.
How do you like your steak?
Smothered in meat. Tally-ho. Ah, Jubilee! Just the man I'm looking for. About my story. Grant surrenders to Lee. There hasn't been anything like it in Hollywood for years.
Oh, save me, please. These men are going to murder me.
Gag writers.
On your way, Bud. We're in a hurry.
But I haven't finished telling you my story yet.
Skip it, mister. He's off his trolley.
Yeah, sure, and we're his keepers. You just leave him to us.
Oh, no, please.
Now, look. You be a nice little boy and come with Uncle.
I don't believe them. I'm as sane as you are.
Please, let's keep this on an impersonal basis.
All right, you.
What's this, a gun?
It ain't no candy cane, mister. There's been a sudden change in plans, and you're included. Now walk.
Don't run to the nearest exit.
Goodbye.
The back door.
But this is highly improper, not to say unusual. I have a performance to do. The show must go on.
It'll go on all right, but without you. Now march. You too, Cupid.
Car's out back. What's been... So who's this?
He stuck his nose in. We gotta bring him along.
Well, you dopes.
What'll Barney think when he's two? We don't tell him. If he finds out, we'll be blackballed from every mob in the Middle West.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Oh, say, gentlemen, there won't be enough room in the car for all of us, so I'll stay here.
This is the end.
The end? Well, in that case, I bid you good night. Enjoy the trip immensely. You've been fun. Really have enjoyed it. Good night. What kind of a place is this? Smells like El Ropo stogies.
It's a smokehouse for curing hams.
I refuse to banter with you at that level.
What are we supposed to do with these boys?
Keep him here till Barney's ready to knock over the bank.
When's that?
Oh, about midnight. As soon as the committee of old fogies brings in the gate receipts. Hey, I better get a move on and tell Barney this MC got in our way and we had to take him with us.
Thank you. Well, he's not over at Jubilee Hall either. Seems like we're the last ones to see him.
Where could he have gone?
Beats me. I'll see if Seth knows anything.
It's almost time for the show. It is not Jerry to miss a performance.
I'll tell you what. You go on over to the hall. I'll stick around here and see if I can't get that interview with Jubilee.
All right. If you hear anything, let me know. I'm really worried.
Oh, Jerry's a big boy. He can take care of himself. All you should be worrying about is giving a good performance.
Okay. See you in a little while.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Jeff. Seth here says he hadn't seen Harris, but the bellboy found his bag.
Yeah? Where?
Upstairs in the hallway, right in front of 105.
Now, why would he leave his bag in the hallway?
Did you say 105?
Yep.
That's Juvet's room, isn't it?
Yep.
That's it. Jerry's probably run into Juvet. I'll bet they're up there now trying to outgag each other. Let's go see, huh? Well, here's Juvet's coat and whatchamacallit, so he couldn't have checked out. What are you looking for?
Rope ends. That's what they tie people with.
Well, you're sounding like a detective story fan.
Have you got a better idea?
I don't remember sending out no invites. What's the idea of trespassing?
We're looking for Mr. Juvet. You're his valet, aren't you?
His what?
Skip it, my friend. Do you know where we can find him?
On your way, both of you. What's the matter, Grandpa? Do I smell?
You ought to change your brand of cigars.
Frankly, you stink.
I don't know a thing about Harris. Only that he's a poor sport to run out on us like this.
No, he wouldn't run out. You'd have to hog-tie him before he'd miss a performance. And that's not all. What's happened to Rudy Juvet?
Juvet? Oh, well, his studio called him. Now, if you gents will excuse me, I'll run along. The Jubilee starts in 5 minutes. And if Jerry Harris isn't there, Mr. Malone will have to take his place. Are you coming along, boys?
His studio called him. They couldn't have called him back. Sure smells to me.
Smells like tobacco to me.
That's supposed to be funny?
I was just thinking of Chevet's valet.
If that guy's a valet, I'm Shakespeare.
Exactly. And especially when he smells like a tobacco curing house and has got red mud on his shoes.
Well, now, what's red mud got to do with Juvet or Jerry?
Red mud comes from bottomland.
And the only bottom land hereabouts is where the old curing houses are.
Okay, Sherlock, what are you getting at?
My boy, we're going snipe hunting.
On life. Round and round she goes, and where she stops, nobody knows. Hold on to your hats, folks. She's slowing down. She's stopping on number 22. Who has 22?
I have right here, mister. Number 22. Thank you.
It's it on any number. Win a little Cupid dollar. Take it home to the lady.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
It's the diamond wing.
Hurry right along. Check the gun. Check the love. Hurry, 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 hurry.
Attention, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. Due to circumstances beyond our control, our master of ceremonies has been detained. However, in spite of this temporary disappointment, we intend to show you the time of your lives. So I'd like to present our first act, the lovely, adorable McQuaid twins.
I'm gonna ramble on down to my mammy's shack. She'll be so happy to know I'm back. I can smell that southern cooking right now. We'll kill the red rooster, bake a corn pone. Ain't had no good eating since I left home. Mammy, your sugar child is back. Everyone will greet me with a hi you are. Then we'll get out the fiddle and have the big ball. Oh, ho, ho, Mammy, don't you feel blue no more. Sunshine's gonna surround your door. 'Cause Mammy, your sugar child is back.
Can I have the spotlight now? I'm going to tell you right now, I got a mess here.
You, but I'm beginning to feel a little silly. Or smelly. You and your smokehouses. This is the fourth one we've looked into.
You sure took a long time. It's getting cold down here. Did you bring the whiskey?
Oh, the whiskey. Oh, I must have left it in the car. I could do with a snort myself.
There you go again. You're like all the rest of them. Remember what Lincoln said. 20 years ago, our fathers brought forth... Well, did he say it or didn't he?
Pipe down, you guys.
Now, this is the big scene. General Lee, with his back against the wall on Miami Beach, sends 5,000 jet planes to attack.
Jet planes? This is 1861 jet planes.
Well, we gotta do something to help them.
I can stand it. I can stand it.
You can't stand it. What about General Grant? And what about our hero? In search of his sweetheart, lost in the Everglades for 3 days and 3 nights, slogging through jungles and mud, crying, Caroline! Caroline!
Hey, Muggsy, have one in the house.
What are you doing?
Oh, Jeff. You're not as pretty as Caroline, but you'll do. Jubilee, meet the Marines.
Save the gags. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, you wonderful people. We are in the hands of criminals.
When'd you hear what these guys are up to?
Tell us on the way back to town.
Why, they had guns. I tell you, it's nothing.
Hey, did the show get started?
Yeah. Why?
Without me? I don't understand.
I'll make up in years for the sorrow and the tears and bring back the happy days we knew. I'll promise when I return again that I never more will roam and will never miss any good night kiss in my Mississippi home. Loo-tee, loo-tee, oo-dee-dee-oh, loo-tee, and we'll never miss any good night kiss in my Mississippi home.
Why must I stay here? I have a contract, and I never renege on a contract.
If Malone sees either one of you on the loose, the jig's up.
What we have to do is to catch them in the act as they try to take over the bank.
But I must go on. My public demands me.
All right. But if they spot you, you're a dead duck.
On second thought, I don't demand them.
I'll go get the constable and some members of the Squirrel Club.
And I'll cover the office to make sure that Malone doesn't try any funny stuff. And you, stay put.
Stay put. I wonder what act is going on now. Thank you. Elephants.
Now you've heard of a gal by the name of Bessie. What a gun-toting mama there was she. Till the day that I took over, she was in a field of clover. Well, who's boss around here now is plain to see. I've got that gun-toting mama on the run. Got that rifle-toting mama on the run. Now that she is on the run, I'm going out and have some fun. I've got that trigger-happy mama on the run. If you see in the clouds a roll of dust a-comin' and a-blasting from my good old 44, you'll know that she's doing the running and no longer doing the gunning, and I think I'll keep her running evermore. I've got that pistol-packing mama on the run, got that rifle-toting mama on the run. Oh, I thought it wasn't loaded till the doggone thing exploded. Now that mama's got this papa on the run.
right. Search every bar and roadhouse in the county. We pay good money for Harris. We want to use him. Well, what do you want?
So you really don't know where Harris is?
Well, of course I don't know. Do you?
Sure. And so does your friend Malone.
Oh, man, you don't make sense.
Yeah, well, maybe this will. Malone had him kidnapped because he knew too much. He and Jubilee both. Now, I want to know where you stand.
How dare you use that tone to me?
No. Stay put. I think it's about time you and I had a heart-to-heart talk.
Yes, sir.
Cutest gal I ever knew, 5'2", pretty little Daisy Lou. You're like a breath of spring, a precious thing, an angel in disguise. I love the way you walk, the way you talk. I can't forget you. I'm out to get you, little Daisy Lou. You got my heart a beating 92. I'd give a lot to hear you say I do. Why won't you be my little Daisy Lou? Down in Hickory County, going on a spree.
Gervais.
Hickory County for a Jubilee.
Hear that? Must be from the theater.
Oh, Kentucky moonshine suits me to a T. There'll be Kentucky moonshine at the Jubilee. A pocket full of money, feeling fancy. Gonna take my honey to the Jubilee. She's my mom, Daisy, I'm her honeybee. Said she'd let me take her to the Jubilee. Down in Hickory County, going on a spree. Down in Hickory County for a Jubilee.
Thank you very much, folks. And now it's square dance time, so grab your partners and let's promenade.
Let's swing 'em high, swing 'em around, and around you go down, and then left to you, left hand, right to you, honey, go right on the ground. Now hand over hand around that ring, well, a hand over hand with a dear little thing, and you meet your honey, go promenade. Now promenade 'em 2 by 2 right back home like you used to do. It's all around the left and lady seesaw, your pretty little tall. Now forge and star in the center of the square, turn the opposite gal with the left hand around, right to the corner, and you pull her by, and swing the next gal on the fly time. Now I'm in a lift with you, left hand, right to your honey, go right and left grand. It's high, ma, high, Paul, how's that gal from Arkansas? Now meet your honey and you promenade, now promenade, up 2 by 2 right back home with you too. Now I'm in a lift and an Allemande right in a left and you form a star and you go right in like an Allemande. Not too far. Now let that star to the heavens curl around in a left and another girl with another star and you go right in like an Allemande. Now shoot that star and you find your own. She's the very next one, so promenade home, we'll promenade 'em 2 by 2 right back home we used to. Now bow to your partners, one and all, then bow to the gal across the hall. Now Keno boys, that's it, that's all. carve in the center of the square. Turn out this gal and you leave her there. Star right back as you did before and turn your own or she'll get sore. Star right back in the center of the town. Turn a right hand lady with a left hand around. Star right back in the center of that set. Turn a left hand lady, you're not through yet. Star right back and you should know. You meet your honey with a dope paso and partner left in the corner round. Now partner left, circulate around you go. Circulate, you don't be slow.
The thing to do now is to toss the wrench in Malone's machinery.
Anything you say, even if it means risking my reputation, breaking up my humble home.
He give us a slip. He must be around somewhere.
Ah, I see 2 men in your life.
2 men? Oh, how romantic.
I didn't think it happened so soon. I will now say the magic words. Alakazam, Alakazee, You'll have to wait outside. You're disturbing the mood.
Well, I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon, too.
Why, you...
Excuse me. I meet your honey and promenade right off the course of that, so there's a race no more.
That's all, it's me!
It's me! Let's go!
Southland, Southland, why are they doing you wrong? It raises my ire when they satire the place where I was born. They say we're corny about a cotton picking, eating possum and a southern chicken. When the moon's above, it's time for love. We're both from Dixie in the South. They may laugh about a yellow tulip, Kentucky kernels and a tall mint tulip. We're in our prime when it's cuddling time. We're both from Dixie in the Southland, Southland.
Say, we're corny about our cotton picking, eating possum and a southern chicken. When the moon's above and it's time for love, we're both from Dixie in the South. They're poking fun about our Carolinas, old Susanna and her Aunt Jemima. They can kid our drawers, but when you get cold, we're both from Dixie in the Southland. Live below on the Swanee shore, where darkies are crooning a song. Red and green, my lazy queen, will help me roll.
He's the villain.
They may laugh about our yellow tulip,
Kentucky kernels and a tall mint tulip.
we're in our prime.
When it's cuddling time, we're all from Dixie in the Southland, Southland. We're all from Dixie in the South.
There we are. There's the records right here. Malone has taken care of everything.
There's enough evidence right here to convict him.
You don't think I'd be that careless, do you, Mr. Benson? Sit down, boys, and take it easy. Come on.
Why don't you give up the bluff, Malone? You're practically through.
Forget the bank. Tell them to grab the receipts. I'll watch from the window and pick me up as you leave town.
What about these 2?
I'll take care of them. Sit down, Benson. You're not going anyplace. Listen to the music. Pretty, isn't it?
Have you got change for $10?
Huh? Oh. Hey, this is a cigar cube.
been so wonderful, I feel like I should get out there and shake the hand of each and every one of you.
I wonder how the birds do it.
Muggsy, Fatso. There. Come on.
I know, but...
Come on.
Get the boys together and meet us at the door.
Good evening, Millie.
Hello, Ben. I thought you'd be inside watching the show. Wish I was.
We are the committee come to collect the gate receipts.
Why, Ben, I thought you resigned.
Well, the boys voted me back in again.
You bet we did.
Well, here you are.
Well, we did pretty well this year, didn't we? Come on, boys.
Coming down, Malone. Better give up.
That gun is not loaded. How do you know? I was afraid of Malone, and I emptied it this morning. That's all I wanted to know. Are you sure? Sure.
I wouldn't if I were you.
10 to 1, it's empty.
This is a good time for you to find out.
A kiss in the dark, perhaps a memory that would remain. Might even spend a night at the opera, maybe see a movie or two. Spaghetti at Joe's while candlelight glows, a good night kiss from me to you. I could take a romance or leave.
They're great.
Why don't you use them in your picture?
Of course, and all the other charming artists.
what could be better than all the exciting adventures that happened to us tonight?
And who's going to write your story, Mr. Jubilee?
Oh, I didn't think of it.
There's your man.
Wonderful. See me in the morning and we'll draw up the contract.
You mean it?
I certainly do.
Hey, thanks. Excuse me.
Know how much I'd learned to care, because the only kind I had in my mind was just an innocent affair.
Was just an innocent affair was all I planned on. A song, a dance, a little champagne.
A walk through the park, a kiss in the dark, perhaps a memory that would remain.
Might even spend a night at the opera. Figaro, 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 Figaro!
Maybe see a movie or two.
Spaghetti at Joe's, where candlelight glows.
A good night kiss from me to you.
I could take a romance or leave it.
Cocktails for two or one. True to a heart or deceive it.
Any devotion for fun. But how could I predict what would happen? Know that you'd give me the air.
Because the only kind I had in my mind was just an innocent affair. Just an innocent affair.
You were great, honey.
What was that for?
That's congratulations for all of us. We're going to Hollywood.
You don't mean it.
Let's go someplace quiet. I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, not now. The finale's about to go on.